So we saw somebody remove the camera bump from the Surface Zero 2, and that was considered the ultimate version or ultimate way to get rid of the problems with the Surface Zero 2. Well, now somebody absolutely roided out the Surface Zero 2 with, you can see, a whole entire setup. This is what we got with the Surface Zero 2. A Reddit user converted Surface Zero 2 into a handheld gaming device for emulation. Now, don't get me wrong. Listen, the Surface Zero 2 is already an amazing freaking device, right? It already has 8 gigabytes of RAM. It has the latest and greatest processing unit in it. It has dual screens. And in my opinion, it is one of the best smartphones on the planet right now. I still think the design, the form factor, how it looks, how it operates, bar none, the best smartphone on the planet. But somebody took that and said, I can one up you. So the setup adds a physical controls a fan, a USB dock to the foldable phone. The Surface Duo 1 and 2 are not compatible with many games controllers, such as Razer Kishi V2. And that actually goes, there's a long list of controllers they're not actually compatible with at all. I learned that one the hard way. I learned that trying to go through Amazon and try to figure out different ones that do work. But yes, so this is, oh my gosh. They took this and they went next level, man. They absolutely went next level. So they pretty much made this a Nintendo Switch. It's pretty much like 2 Joy-Cons on the side, except it has 2 screens versus 1, obviously. And yeah, it does have it. It's always plugged in, right? And it's crazy, man. It's always plugged in, so it always has power to get an external battery. And the fan keeps it cool, so you don't have to worry about it overheating. And it looks like it also has a mount. It's a mount mechanism that you can actually mount it to if you want to hold it in front of you like this and actually use it like that. That is so freaking cool. You have controllers back here, triggers back here, and of course you do also have the fast charge, which is the external battery, which actually connects to this docking station, which connects to the phone. So it has an external battery that is always charging the phone and keeping it, going, while also having a cooling unit to keep the phone cool, collect, and ready to go. And here's what it all looks like separately. We have, of course, the fan. We have the USB-C cord. We have the what looks like a headphone jack cord. Yeah, so a 3.5 dongle. And then we, of course, have the dock lock. And then we have the actual controller setup, which is what he is using. And obviously, this is a third-party controller setup. And this is what you get in the end. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably the coolest thing I've seen in a very long time, in all honesty. Because what you think I've realized about the Surface Duo 1 and 2 is that while most controllers don't work for them, they are very optimized for pretty much every game possible, which is an absolute W with the Surface Duo 1 and 2, is that they are, in fact, every single game possible is actually optimized for them. So it's really freaking dope. So it looks like even though he is using a controller, so he has to still touch the screen though, right? Yeah, so he still has to touch the screen like with the actual physical buttons. So there are controllers, the triggers on the back are for left and right bumper, right? But for everything else, he does still have to touch the screen. So you kind of can't get around that. Now you can with an actual physical controller where you would just connect it and then map out the buttons to actually use the Joy-Cons. But you kind of can't do that with this because of the fact of how he has it set up, which is not really a big deal or a big problem, but still very freaking crazy unique. And I'm going to tell you right now, somebody removed the camera bump, and I thought that was the coolest thing, and I thought that was going to be the top tier iteration of this device. And then somebody said, hold my beer because I am taking you one-upping that whole entire thing. Now, I wonder if you get rid of the camera bump, right? Would this make this design even cooler? Because then you don't have to have the camera bump right there, and this could all be flush. Maybe that's a next step. Maybe the person who didn't remove the camera bump needs to contact this guy and then do that. But at the same time, then again, when you do dismantle it, the whole point is to use this as an actual device still. So again, I guess there's always a, 1A, 1B type scenario where you're like, oh, this is this, but this is this. This is cool, but if you do this and this, whatever. So guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Would you end up doing this with your Surface Zero 2? And if you are using it for emulation, how do you like it? I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.